Welcome to Spooniemas Day 7. If Spooniemas is not a word that is familiar to you, please follow the card coming up in the video right now or the link down below to go check out the first video explaining what I'm going to be doing from now until the 25th of December. So today's question asks, what are your flare-up essentials? So in no particular order, I have number 1, my Skylar rechargeable heat pad. Unfortunately, after 2 years of solid service, I broke this bad boy, so we're on the hunt for a new one. We went to a pharmacy the other day and they said that they had sent them all back because it was no longer winter. And I was like, well, when Mum told me, Mum asked, and when she told me, I was like, well, but I went, these are not winter essentials, they're actually for pain management. You charge it for 15 minutes and the heat lasts for like 2-3 hours, which is amazing in comparison to like heat packs and hot water bottles. And I kind of picked this one because unlike the ones that you plug in and lay over you and they stay plugged in, this one just plugs in for like 15 minutes and then it's good to go. So if I have a cat or a dog come sit on me and they bite it or scratch it, they're not going to end up electrocuted. I also always keep an ice pack on hand because they're really wonderful, like surprisingly wonderful. Hello Abby. To put on the back of your neck when you're having a migraine, especially if the migraine, like for me, is caused by muscle fatigue and muscle strain. I mean, obviously, this is just my phone case, but I'm holding it in place where I would normally hold my phone. So professional production we've got going on here. I always keep my laptop and phone handy because even when my body stops, my brain does not stop. And I find that if I'm not 100% engulfed in something very entertaining or in reading about something or whatever, I have a bit of an existential crisis. Music is also an essential while I'm having a flare-up. I go through phases of what I like and don't like pretty rapidly. The next one probably could have fit into my guilty pleasures question, but I like to read fanfic and listen to podfic when I am sick, when I'm having a flare-up. When I was a kid, I used to write supernatural fanfiction, like all the time, and I had this like professional magazine contact me to ask if they could put one of my stories in their magazine. So it's kind of like a feeling of home for me, like it's a flashback to being a kid and it's really comforting. And also, like, even with especially with podfics, which is like an audio recording of a fanfiction, if I'm not well enough to watch something or read something if I've got a migraine, that kind of steps in so I can still get my entertainment. I always keep my blanket nearby. I have this really fluffy pink blanket that I've had for years, and it doesn't matter, it could be a 45°C day in the middle of Australian summer and that blanket is somewhere near me if I'm having a flare-up. I also could not get by without the blinds I've got in my bedroom right now, which basically black out any form of light. They're a lifesaver because I get light-sensitive migraines, and also I'm just not a fan of outside. So I like to block out the memory of it being there. And most importantly, of course, my pets, who, ironically, this is the first time they haven't come to shove my camera over right when I'm talking about them. On my good days, they keep me happy and entertained by running around and playing. And on my bad days, they keep me warm and safe and they snuggle by my side. They are the perfect companions. What are your flare essentials? I would like to know. I'm sure a lot of us could probably adapt some of your essentials into our essentials list and benefit from it, so please share them down below in the comments. As always, I will see you tomorrow for day 8. I invite you to subscribe to our channel to follow our regular content, which is not Vlogmas, Spooniemas, Spooniemas, and also give the video a thumbs up if you liked it.